and welcome back to All Guts No Glory, episode 3.5. So, our brave adventurers are back from the dead and better than ever. They've robbed the post office, they've harassed the guy solving a murder, they've pissed off an angel, and now they're carrying two knocked-out teenagers to college. They just arrived on campus.
Look, when you put it all together like that, it's
Guys, we consider the optics.
You're the one who knocked him out!
Very...
just as we're walking, you're carrying a
I
body.
think I'm carrying both of them. Yes, he's saying this selectively. Like,
Well,
yes,
if anybody says anything, I am going to blame you. Just so you know.
that's, you know.
Pocket the teenage girl.
Absolutely.
Okay. What is
Would you like to roll?
Is that even contested?
It's the Oppenheimer Institute of, what, clownery and japes?
Clownery and jape. I got a 3.
You stick your hand in her pocket. It was actually just like a wrinkle in her skirt. It was not a pocket. You found nothing. You took your hand back out. You're trying to look
Such a brat, you found a wrinkle. And really, isn't that what it's all about?
Yes, absolutely.
No, I want material items.
Well,
You
it
have
was
plenty
you
in your
realized that was not
pockets.
pocket. For a 3, you stuck your hand in your own pocket. Okay, so, this is your alma mater. Would you like to introduce the institute?
This is the Oppenheimer Institute of Clownery and Japes.
What's a jape?
Let's get over here.
What does it look like?
All to perceive. No, just kidding.
Okay, you guys are on campus, and it's, it's part of the city, so it's a little bit of, there's not as much of, a gradient into, the place as there is, here. Very suddenly you are just kind of, on campus. So there are a good couple of buildings, but they're scattered because urban development planning is the shit, just in general.
Tracks.
You can go around outside and look for a sign. It depends on, because you relied on this one for guidance where she wants to take you. But yeah, it's a metropolitan college, semi-urban, decent population of students. It's
I'll have you know this is the top clownery school in this entire country.
I feel like that part's
your
been
pronouns?
left out.
Don't worry about it.
Does rat have gender? I'm just curious.
Rat reeks of gender. Side note.
Gender.
I have many genders. Sometimes ones.
Um,
Sometimes not at all.
so, it's very suspect that we receive the full title of this university at this point. Are there
Japes?
wizards here?
Good question.
Has this been?
Well, what do you think clownery is?
I don't have a frame of reference. Actually, that's
True.
That's troubling.
I still have a question. What are japes?
Anyone
I
can
didn't
be
go
a
to college
wizard.
there.
I don't think that's true. Actually, I think very specifically by the definition that is not.
Would you like to?
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll to shapes.
It's
Roll history for if I know what
To
shapes
define
are.
japes.
God, for all time.
That is a 15.
Yeah, you know.
What are shapes?
Clownery.
yeah.
We all nod. Yes.
Yes.
Sure you want to be on this campus right now? I feel like you're gonna embarrass yourselves.
Where can we go to take these?
Yeah, back on
unconscious people?
the
Are
topic.
we embarrassing you, Ron? Are you sure?
Yes. Anyway, let's get out of here.
No.
Oh, okay, so you're good just standing there. Great.
So we got to take care of her little curse doodad thing.
Oh, she's fine. She's sleeping.
Well, yeah, but we
Yeah,
gotta get her to people that can fix it.
That's a good question. Do we see anybody?
There's nothing wrong with her. You guys just think she's ugly.
Well, no, with the mirror, she's quite beautiful.
It's a disgust and disturb me.
Is it
Just
daytime?
because she looks like a freak, she's not beautiful.
It's like 5 a.m.
I
Oh, okay.
You guys were like,
she
arguing
wanted it to
cracking
be
over that.
fixed, so
Not too
we're
many
just-
people out and about.
Still a chance. Are there people around us? So it's 5 a.m., so maybe a couple.
Is there a directory anywhere?
Yeah.
I don't
take you where you need to go.
No, it's all,
Which is
it's okay, Rat. We really
If you-
your services are no
Finger.
longer
See that
required.
on the wall.
Can I roll for
Is there any? Yeah.
Sure, what do you, are you just to get, like, we have to enter the building to see the map, or just in general?
I'm trusting the extra building and sense where I should go. Kind of like
Which building?
Tom feel
The nearest.
the nearest.
Yeah. I was like, wait, how many buildings are there?
Anyway,
Thank you. It's it's the premier Bard's College.
where should we go to help out this young woman?
Yeah.
Okay. Rolling for investigation. A 9.
Can somebody? Can we like as a party like work together?
Stolen.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and yeah. Let's all kind of.
That's an 11.
That's a 6.
It's a 4.
So this map is indecipherable.
gotta
You yield.
Everyone trust me. Let's go, gang.
Okay, so you are all looking at the map, and so the building you're in is like engineering. You guys are looking for field medicine to help fix this girl's face.
Okay.
So,
Engineering building.
well, that's just the first one they were in. They just picked it. It's the first major I could think of. But that's where they are. So,
Clown school?
in clown school,
Okay.
They're engineer clowns.
I feel like a clown college engineering. It's like
That's
all
probably what
Rube
the Jake's
Goldberg
group is,
machines.
okay?
Yeah.
It's the intellectual class of clowns.
Some medicine
Yeah.
minor at the clown college. So you
It's
got
mostly seltzer based.
Yeah.
You know, they have a rich alchemical history.
We
Sure.
did learn how to sew up many people.
This houses,
In practice, too.
yeah, it also houses the juggling college. There's just like a couple of things.
So you guys took a look at the map. It was indecipherable, but you know you're not in the right building.
Okay. What's it up? Game plan. Everyone single file behind me.
Why single file?
Must we?
Keep a low profile, okay?
Oh, because that's not gonna look weird. With kidnapper or us over here, following single file behind whatever you are.
And many things.
The,
To be fair, this is their college, so they know
Oh,
what
I'm willing to
stands
do
out
it.
and does it.
I have a
Just saying.
I have a hard time believing that we're not going to have some explaining to do to the first person we meet, and I would like that
It's still
person
early.
to be part of the field medicine college.
I'm gonna agree with this.
You probably have the most to lose in this, yes. Mhm.
So our choices are trust that Rat's gonna lead us to the right, which has
She let us here.
worked,
Let us hear.
right, ultimately.
They-
X, let it.
Or we continue to search on our own.
Okay.
Do we lead ourselves or do we let?
I feel pretty lost,
Mm.
man.
I was gonna
Good-
say,
good.
I think Truity, you're right.
They brought us here in the first place, so
That's true. What did you major in, Rat? Well,
Okay.
sorry, so many.
Sensitive. Well, all right.
Lead.
Yeah, lead on.
Are you taking them to that building?
I'll lead you on a labyrinthine path wherein you discover that this college is much bigger than you thought it could possibly be
Oh yeah.
for the size of the plot of land it is on. And eventually we end up in the greenhouse.
Yeah.
Hey, look, a greenhouse.
Yay. Mm.
Delighted. Vegetation.
Can we just lay them down amongst the bushes and just leave? Someone will find them eventually, right?
I like this idea.
There might be killer plants in this greenhouse.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's an acclaimed institution.
I
They have a lot going on in
Yeah, I
it.
think that's a fair assumption.
You guys, look at the plants.
I don't recall clowns having killer plants, but you know. Oh wait, no, there was that.
Very smart.
Yeah. I retract my diplomacy.
Can we trust Brad?
That's the eternal question.
Yes.
Roll to perceive trust.
There's some-
Can I make an insight check that
Sure.
there
Towards the
is or is not something helpful here?
Yeah. Go.
Is this just like a communication issue or like
we'll also make it.
that's a 16 plus 1, so 17 on insight.
I got it.
This
answer them. What are you doing physically?
You can have it.
Roll the sneak as they start to proceed. What was that? What was that?
It was a 15.
Okay, so Red makes it at the door right as you guys are like, this is a ruse. This is a ruse. Like, look at the plants. You know, you don't have the best plant knowledge. It's beautiful. Some are very rare. This place is very well maintained. There's nothing
Granger
very
is
relevant to you.
Having
So-
dark eyes at them.
Yeah, I forgot her name. Therese, I think, the Wynefrede girl. Yeah, it's a lovely greenhouse.
The door does lock behind them.
Just
Are you locking it?
Yes.
Okay.
She runs out that way. How far into the greenhouse do we get?
Well, how trusting are you?
This is
I'm not that
important.
trusting.
I wasn't aware we entered the greenhouse.
I go in as far as Rat does.
Yeah.
How far in does Rat go before it turns around?
It's a shockingly well funded.
Yeah.
So Rat went around
Plumstone.
the bush like a literal roundabout, and then slipped back out. So you're in the middle.
The cul-de-sac.
Yep.
I
Hate it when that happens.
I'd like to drop the kids and and shoot it at Rat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Wait,
Yeah.
I will allow you to drop without rolling. Shoot for shooting. You must roll.
For sure, and probably some concealment.
I would also like to lunge for the necklace.
Absolutely.
Oh,
What's this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
so that's
No, I just like arms crossed.
so I rolled a 20.
So, a spell or
Oh,
shooting
with an aim.
Yeah.
Yeah, with an
Oh.
to like pin.
Right in the
Because you hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is cool.
Don't forget to school too.
Your entire existence.
Eight.
is
Rat
cruel.
takes eight points of damage.
Dead.
Oh, sorry.
Or 3 or whichever one you're using.
Rat takes 13 points of damage.
Dead.
No.
Okay.
Nice try, sucker.
Yeah, you rolled a 20. How would you like to shoot Rat?
I would like to shoot Rat and aim for like a tendon or a foot. I want to pin. and
Okay.
Destroy.
You did
Now,
to the ground through your favorite tendon.
Now Rat's got some splaining to do.
Rat, what the hell?
Be here.
Why? Just tell us why. Rat, I pulled the doll out of its bag. Show the doll where they hurt you, Rat.
The brain.
You're getting away.
They hurt your brain?
Rat was the boss.
Was the what?
I'm kidding.
Wow, did they electrocute you?
I have never psychologically recovered from what happened to me here.
what happened?
Wounded as well.
But wait,
Physically recover from what happened here either.
I say, Rat, I'm so sorry. I just
Shot me.
you were going to leave us in this greenhouse
And likely trap us.
and lock the door. I see it in your beady little eyes.
What's
what's here?
Why? Yeah, you could have left at any point. Why get us here, then get us somewhere else, and then trap us? What's the?
I have a hypothesis.
Yeah.
I think secretly, underneath all these whatever
Layers.
layers, pockets, thing, you like us.
Sure.
I gotta say, I don't see anything in actions to suggest that. It's just been pretty consistently.
But you raised an ex. You could have left at any time. All this time you have,
Except when I was sitting on Rat. That was the only
except in
time.
that one moment.
Or
That-
you hit them lassoed with a rosary.
Semantics.
But all the other time,
All the other time.
which is a lot more.
Yes.
You're kicking me the entire way here.
We needed you.
And we also now need you to explain what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
Because I'm really hungry. There are no beignets. It is 6 a.m., whatever.
Let's start with why this greenhouse. Why take us here, of all places in the college?
I thought you were amenable.
Truity is disappointed.
So your only goal was to get rid of us. There was nothing special about the greenhouse. It just has the external locking door.
I thought
You led the way.
To be fair, you did tell us to follow you single file.
So,
So
do
now what?
you know where the medicine college is? Would you guess if you were healed or carried?
Carry 3 bodies now.
Unless
We
you're
can-
the
Wait, I'm sure I have stuff in my bag. We could create a dragging apparatus for those 2 lumps, and then you could carry Rat.
You guys want to drag a couple of bodies around this college campus?
They're not bodies because they're still alive.
And I think we're all
I think-
forgetting that we're here to fulfill my mission. You all, as amenable allies, except for Rat. I think, honestly, it's time we parted ways. We got here. We got to the college. Rat's very clear that they don't want to be an asset. You all see the value of my mission. I think that we should just be on our way.
I think Rat still has information. I can probe their minds to figure out.
Or Rat could just tell
do-
us.
An arrow, Brad. Yeah.
There's a
Yelling.
curse put on me by an evil wizard that prevents me from sharing this information with you.
What'll happen?
Roll insight. Roll insight.
Oh man, I
17.
It's a nat 1.
Yeah.
not a clue.
It was.
I'm like awestruck. Yeah, a nat 1, awestruck.
Oh, same here, buddy. So
Something did happen at the college.
No, Rat needs to roll deception.
They
Yeah.
cursed me.
Rat's up against something.
What?
I rolled a 17.
Yeah.
It's a nat 20.
how does this character have real life problems? What is dude? What is this?
What the actual hell is going on here?
It's
Flabbergasted.
Rat, they put a curse on you? That's terrible.
Thank you. Yes, you see why I'm having such a hard time.
what?
Rat's leg.
Yeah. Okay. If I take the arrow out of Brat's leg, we'll have to. I start tearing. I tear off like a little tourniquet so that I can wrap up Brat's
I
leg.
need the tourniquet
Before
to heal Rat.
Oh, you can heal? Looks like a tourniquet.
we'll just.
I would like to, as soon as you
No, I know you can heal.
remove the arrow patch up, I would like to offer you a very formal apology. You have clearly been amenable to this mission. I did not understand this burden you're suffering under. I would like to offer to carry
Well-
Rat. You can carry the other
I think
bodies.
that's
I've made
probably
a
what's
significant
appropriate.
mistake, and we'll be on our way. Look, we'll figure this out. We'll do sort of like a hot cold thing where you don't have to be specific, but we'll just kind of be going
Yeah.
and just kind of let us know the right direction. We can be on our way out of the greenhouse. Does that sound, everyone?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. And Truity,
Yeah.
if there's a curse that's been cast upon you, maybe Truity can help discover its origins, and we can help you.
That's true.
and maybe
Think about it.
I'm.
Look, you don't need to talk about it. We're gonna help you out, friend. We're gonna do
Yes.
this. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go, everybody. Come on. No.
Either. Rat, do you want this?
Hello, everyone.
Of course, Rat wants the curse removed. Look how much it's impacting my noble mission.
This could be preventing Rat from telling the truth about Rat's own feelings about this situation.
And honestly, as
I'm concerned.
a scion and hero myself, I feel like I have the responsibility to task you with helping this creature.
Oh, I have,
Delegation.
I have an ethical dilemma. Rat's clearly bothered, we know this, and I don't want to cause more wounds by me probing to try to see what's going on.
Thank you.
Look,
I
flesh is weird to me, but like healing and wounds, I know they're diametrically opposed. So like,
Yeah,
You're
this is
not
a metaphorical
gonna-
internal wounding of the.
what is that?
So there's a kind of wounding that happens inside the brain that you can't see nor detect nor even really perceive in any way. Which this is sounding kind of familiar, y'all. There's a theme. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Should I also have the tourniquet still?
Yeah.
If that makes you feel better.
Hey, that's a little. What is it?
He already tore his shirt.
Yeah,
It
the
can't-
damage has been
Does
done.
anyone know mending? Does anyone know mending? No. Okay, well, there we go.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Is Rob telling the truth? Do we know that?
No one could beat the 20.
We are certain.
It's
Just
Yeah, we are certain that
But-
Rat is being
You
honest.
can roll it if you also get the 20.
But like table talk,
What would it be?
for sure.
yeah, no.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no.
Absolutely.
And I'm determined to make this
To
hell for
Rat.
Rat.
What'd you get? Seven?
Is it perception?
Insight.
That's what we rolled.
Okay.
Something plus.
Yeah, 1 and nat 20. Yeah.
Did you?
No,
Do
I
you
didn't.
want to?
Let's see.
You have to be a
Insight.
20, but you can try. Try
A
it.
nat
Literally
You
have
have
to
to,
get a
have to hit the 20 and then you go up
For
against
what?
the charisma.
To see if it's
Perception.
Insight.
Insight.
Yeah, you have to hit a nat 20 and then it's
Insight.
Yes.
your modifiers.
Okay.
That's
It could have been.
So I rolled a 22.
Oh shit!
You were one roll away. It was a
Oh, no,
18.
18.
Fucking
Do I do
nat
18 plus?
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
So
Lindsay
it's not
got
a nat
it.
20. Oh, yeah, sorry. I didn't mean a nat 20. I meant, yeah. 22.
What's your
You know something is up. You don't know the full extent to what it is up, but you know that everyone else has fallen for something that you have not.
I see. Okay. Rat, I just want to say something.
You said so much. Do you really need to be talking?
Okay,
anymore?
that's true. I have talked a lot, but I just want to say that no matter what happened here, it would be okay to tell us if you wanted to at some point. And that's all I'll say on the matter. Shall we go?
But also,
Mhm.
do you
Because people are starting to emerge.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, Truity, do you want to heal her? You want me to heal her?
Okay, great.
Can they walk on that?
I'm still more ill than any of you. And
That's
thank you,
true.
Granger.
Dead.
The only reason,
Dead than around.
the only reason this party is still together is because of that arrow.
Together? You would have been so together.
No,
that you
no, no,
couldn't
no.
escape from it.
I'll try one more time to heal you. You get 3 more health.
That concludes the first act of combat.
Against our own
Yeah.
teammates. Okay,
Roll to fight.
How did you get?
I have an idea.
Yes.
We could either ask someone, because I feel like, what time is it now?
Say like 6.
I feel like I'm assuming this institution has staff, may start doing things, whatever they do at a clown
Oh
school.
yes, an extremely old woman has wandered and is like misting the plants, but
Ah.
she doesn't look like she knows what's going on beyond just like these
That's
are her
fair.
beloved plants.
They are beloved. They are beautiful. So we could either ask someone, and so then Rat, you could just exist.
Who's your natural charisma?
And this
Who wants to ask the woman?
Ask the woman.
This guy has 2 dead children.
they're not dead yet.
And
She's not noticed because she loves her plants. She is just misting away.
Has anyone checked if they're not dead still?
I'd like to.
I did briefly.
Yeah, I did, because I'm the only one who seems to care.
How long ago was that?
Okay, yeah, that's true. You care deeply. You probably care more than I do, honestly. I don't even know why I'm here, honestly, but this is kind of
Check on
interesting.
the status of the children. Is the girl's head? Has that situation changed at all?
I've been maintaining
Okay.
minor illusion.
Then it still looks normal, but like it is still fake. She is still beneath that. Like
Yeah, I can
The
drop
situation's
it
not
for
there.
a second to take a look and
Is she getting any worse? No. Okay, that's good. That's
It's good, but we should,
Winnie's gonna go talk to the woman.
all right. How would you approach? Just come right up.
Yeah, she's just gonna fly right up and be like, "Hello,
She missed you.
How good is our vision. We are bigger.
I take another note.
Wynefrede is sobbing right now and trying so hard to stay afloat because wet wings do not do much.
Okay, I approach the woman and I say, "Excuse me."
He's gonna land on your shoulder.
Yes. Excuse me, ma'am. This is a very beautiful greenhouse. I really like your plants. I'm wondering, do you happen to know where the School of Medicine is on this campus?
Oh yes, of course. I'm more creaky and old. She almost misses you, but only stops just barely. And she gives you like loose direction. She's like, okay, so the buildings here are quite old, and just academia is a maze. But she gives you like loose directions you can somewhat trust. They're not, again, your ability to locate yourself and other things within the building is iffy, but her directions are sound.
Okay.
So honestly, you're pretty close. The greenhouse and the like field medicine are not that far in terms of like the way in which like these buildings are clustered. So yeah, you guys can leave the greenhouse and get going
Okay.
if you so desire.
I say we do our best to follow these instructions, and if we encounter other people along the way, we can ask.
Okay.
This guy has 2 dead children.
She's very nearsighted.
I could
The lady
hide.
almost killed Winnie, so I don't think we have to worry about that.
It's true.
She seemed.
Winnie was drowned in the air, and I don't know how that's possible. But apparently,
Is
that what
so
dry
many
people
people?
is? Anyway, we'll come back to that later.
What did you want? What time is it?
It's like 6 a.m.
It's like 6 a.m.
People are coming out of the woodwork, but
Yeah.
students are all asleep still.
How far away does it sound like this College of Medicine is?
4 buildings, not like a hike, but like
Why?
Like if we hustle, we can. Like I'm just thinking to spending as little time outside while there are people as possible.
Well, I'm hungry,
Okay,
so
Said that we're going to get them some help.
Do you hide them under your cloak?
that
they got the so poorly.
so
I'll just
statuesque.
I'll just run.
All right, add a clip then. Let us go.
Are you ready?
Sounds like it.
A light,
guess you don't
usually jog.
Out of those
Trying to
dead spring the direction they said it was. I'm using my survival skills to not get lost. I'm in corners out on trees. I got
I
a
think
26.
I let it go unless
I'm
you
there. I'm there.
make it
You're
explicit.
doing like spy shit. You're doing like hand signals to the other.
Keep in mind, my strength is not
You got this.
great.
I'm like just like super impressed and trying to keep up with Granger and be like, wow, I didn't know you could move like that. What is going on?
As I'm like hanging on to the buckle.
So we're following Granger apparently.
Like John.
Well, I'm trying to look really normal and also looking very not normal.
Look very normal. You look so normal.
Most normal.
We're here. There's here to meet your old professor. So she's giving you the old woman is giving you directions to the building. But is there a specific room you want? Do you want them to meet your professor, or do you want them to? Are you going to lead them astray again?
Well, I'm not leading anyone.
Yeah, Granger's already there.
That's true. You're in the building, but you're going to start knocking on random doors.
I see.
Is there like a receptionist?
So we look around.
Like a main.
Yeah, or even a building directed.
An office, like an administrative office, but it's not yet staffed because it is 6 in the
Are there any like office listings? Like, can we?
I think I should start breaking into rooms.
I mean,
There
I
is
was gonna
office
offer that.
They're like pretty generic, of just like name. Maybe it says like what their department is, but it's
Hello? Is anyone in here?
Nova. You found Truity.
I'm just saying, it was a little faster.
Do we hear anything? No. Anyone?
Like a solid 2 minutes of dead silence. Like a person, like a grad student, peeks their head out of the door, sees you guys, and
I
does that.
full ass move me and just start like power walking over there, just like blue flowing out of my face. Intimidation.
Oh. Grad student. Not hard.
He looks really serious.
That is a 21.
Yes, so you succeed. Very.
Just pound, my feet up to him, grab by the shoulders.
Down, Niles.
Fully just like body him, push him back down the hall. I assume the two kids are still with the party at the entrance, and I just kind of like push him and just gesture, like no communication skills, just my wildly charismatic self.
I whispered to the grad student, he means fix them. Is there a
Yes.
fixer person?
No, do it!
He looks at them, he looks at you, he looks at them, he looks at you, and he's like,
Do you know of a professor or somebody who might now drop the illusion?
he screams!
Who might be able to help fix this? It was one of those wild magic surge thingies that's been going on, and her charm necklace fused with her body and is now part of her. She's now part metal.
Maybe? This isn't really my jurisdiction. I could ask.
Yes.
please.
Fully again, roll intimidation. I'm just hovering over him, just like puffs of icy blue smoke coming out of my face. You wanna be a little quicker on that?
I can ask.
I think you want to ask now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ask now. And he like walks back down the hall. Jogs.
Run!
Yeah. Healthy little scurry. And he knocks on a door and no answer. And he knocks on another door and no answer. And then he knocks on a third door. He's like, oh, okay, you're here. And he like gestures for you all to come.
Let us go.
Mm-hmm. I look at Granger to grab the bodies and
I pick them up and
They're not dead yet.
lots of kids follow them in.
All right.
I'm worried.
Okay. You're standing outside the office?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hang back
Also
too.
standing outside the office.
Well, you have reason to.
I push Granger in and
I surreptitiously
Yeah.
grab Rat's necklace.
Roll to bite. Roll to bite.
I'm not trying to escape anymore. I just want you to know it's
it's off limits.
that's a 17.
Would you like to roll to defend against bite?
Yes. What?
Dex
Yeah,
check
that makes
to
more sense.
avoid.
4? 15?
Yeah.
Wait.
It would
If
be
it's
against,
Constitution.
it would be against your armor.
My armor class?
Yes.
Wait.
Yeah, because it's a bite attack. So it would be
Armor class?
armor class.
14 is my armor class, right?
Yes. That's what she is.
I bite. Are you biting for damage or just as a warning?
Unarmed strike's only like a D4.
Shami, so yeah, no. I just want you to understand where I stand on this whole issue.
So Rat's teeth are in your arm and you are bleeding. You guys just kind of make eye contact.
Fair enough.
Winnie is going to sort of like haltingly fly and land on Granger's shoulder because I'm assuming the kids are dropped. Because she doesn't trust the two to just speak for themselves.
Is there like an open table or something where we can lie them down, desks or something?
Like a
I
chair.
fully just like sweep anything off of a surface. Is there some desk? I don't care what's on.
You just knocked over.
Yeah, I
like,
just-
her kids.
Yeah, no, glass breaks, papers everywhere. I gesture to Granger. Yeah, no,
Old tomes.
yeah. Oh, I don't.
So
I
valuable.
can't read.
Do any property damage to them?
Fully riding that 21 in intimidation, I turn towards you, glowing, icy smoke puffing from my mouth.
Can I roll to not be intimidated?
Go for it.
Charisma save.
I only have a +1 to charisma.
He's like terrible.
It's not a nat 20. Okay, cool.
Seven.
Just fully shut you down.
I'd like to I'll gingerly, as possible, lay the girl on the table, and the boy. Is there any water in the room? Is there any like?
She's a plant that's like slightly damp.
You
but
could
no,
just
like,
shake Wynefrede on top of it.
there's a
True.
bottle of whiskey somewhere. You really have to go rifle.
If I can,
Yeah,
If-
Winnie is just still sopping wet.
Oh, that's
so
true.
You could just shake her if you're
Squeeze her.
okay, yeah, I'll Yeah, I will. Oh, well, actually, I'll just cast shape water, and if I could just pull the water off of her, I'd like to splash it in the boy's face because he doesn't need to be.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
You are now dry. Cool. Boy is now wet. So,
Does he wake up from his?
groggily.
Okay.
You really did a number on him, so he's just kind of like blinking pathetically.
Yeah.
I hope you're happy.
Well, hey, listen, we gotta move.
I'm commenting from the
I
hallway.
feel like.
You hear the sound of like a light splash. You're like, oh.
And the grad student is in here with who else?
Their professor.
Their professor.
Who was a very coincidentally also an old woman. I don't know why I'm so rich in old women currently.
Mhm.
She recognizes you. Not for any personal reason, just because she recognizes you're a dragon sponsor. That's not the right term. But she's like, oh!
Sentiment?
Yes.
The Wintershire girl.
Yeah.
How now?
She looks at her and she's like, she's fine. She's not bleeding. What did I tell you guys?
How intimidated am I? Do I still speak? Can I still speak?
Shakily.
The whole room is like a solid 10 degrees colder. Like
I'm really glad I'm standing outside the door.
So. You with
They want you to fix her face.
This is clearly not fun.
She's ugly.
she
I do field medicine. This is in response to people maimed by war. This is a plastic surgery.
well, exactly. See, but it's not really plastic surgery. It's a little bit because the metal goes bone deep.
She like taps on it.
Because if we could have taken this out at her house, we would have.
She's skeptical, but she starts like tapping on it and like looking at stuff. Oh, wait, it's not. Yes, exactly. She's like looks up at you and she's like, "This will take a long time. This is not an easy solution. I will have to get in contact with some of my associates who are more well versed in magic." But
How long?
days.
Give us a name. I walk in.
A name for this person or a name for like the people she wants to contact?
People she wants to contact.
Oh, I have to think of names.
Or
It gives you like 2 people, but they're at like other schools. Like she'll write like a letter.
nice.
Niles, like, we agreed that we would leave her here.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Look, and we knew that it would take a while. So we did say this. We were coming, that we could leave them here. She has her boyfriend. We let her mom know where she is.
It's true.
As long as it's okay with this professor lady, like, she'll be in safe hands.
You're gonna roll to persuade.
I mean,
And
I
I
can.
just kind of take a step back. Yeah.
The boyfriend is waking up more. He's like looking around.
That's a
Roll a
dirty
kick
twat.
at him.
Yeah, you convince.
Yeah.
Can we trust this professor?
She's an old grizzled war hero. She's got like an eye patch. She's cool as fuck. She's honestly she's not taking this as seriously as you perhaps Niles feels she should, but she is like, I can do it. Like
I take a step out the door, left, look right down the hall, take one step out of the doorway, and just plant.
oh, you live here.
And just start humming. Yeah.
Okay. She's still like tapping around, looking at stuff. But she's like working on it. Like she has no ill will. She's treating this more as like a clinical case. And, oh, maybe I can write a paper on this. That she is like deeply invested in this girl's well-being.
So we say write a paper about it. Will she also do experiments?
Interesting. I don't believe so. That's not really her deal. It's more of just like she was on like the battlefront and she healed people when they got like shot in the face. So this is an interesting issue because like accidents do happen like regarding like mortars and like getting melted and fused with stuff. Magic is messy. It's unlikely that she would. The way like the matter of like how she goes about solving this, there is some experimentation required of just like what is the right step. But she's not going to like be torturing her. It might just be like, oh, that didn't work. I guess I can try this. So there's a little bit. Again, she's not as empathetic as one would prefer from like a care provider.
She's seen some shit. Though.
Yeah, exactly. She's like her bedside manner, subpar. She gets the job done.
I have a question. Can I roll for insight as far as is there anyone on the campus who specializes in the angel figure?
Yeah. So are you looking at the map, or are you asking her? Or
Should I roll?
Like
or
the
can I
Asmar
just-
species.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's
like,
up to you. If
are
you
there
can
any
ask her, you can. If you want to roll and look at
Okay, well, I'll ask her first.
Oh.
Is there anyone on this campus who is very knowledgeable about was it Asmar?
Yeah. Well, we have some people in the theology department. I know one has some contacts, and he like gives you an office number, but it's like a couple buildings away.
Okay. And so, does she give me directions? on how to get there?
Yeah, loosely. Like, again, it's shitty direction, but directions.
Okay. These are the questions.
That's closer. That's
When
in-
does
in
it
between
get
point.
open?
It opens around 7. It's like 6:30 now, so you guys will be a little early, but you can get there and be open relatively soon.
I vote breakfast, and then we ask pertinent questions about this figure who supposedly killed us. Since we're
That's-
here, Rat,
Yeah,
we
you
might
just
big
want
deal.
to look around the room
It's a big
before you
deal.
go.
yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Please roll.
What are we rolling?
Investigation.
Yeah, investigation too. Depends the level of focus you really want to have.
12.
It's a mess, is what you notice.
That is a 23.
Hell
yeah.
roll for
No.
Good enough. I'll allow
Shit,
it.
my-
One of the papers that went flying on the back
Better
it
than
is
average.
a doodle. It is the smell. I don't know how closely you looked at the flyer Truity found.
What it looks like.
Okay, it's a doodle of the same kind of leaf.
Oh, hey, Raine. What's that paper?
It's a student paper.
Who's student?
You flip it around and it just has like, oh god, what did my name have? It undergraduate. Some names. Ailwood?
Ilwood?
Yep.
Ailwood?
Ailwydd.
It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I love terrible. It's a problem.
Look, but there's no apostrophes, no hyphens.
Nope.
Elderly.
Expect better from
Well, we do have the Snapple with the apostrophe.
you.
That's the Snapple.
So, obviously, you're a professor, so you probably don't want to disclose where we can find this. But what class?
Let's
like,
not assume. Sorry, continue.
She's old and grizzled and doesn't give a shit. She has tenure.
So if you are willing to give us where this student lives, would you be willing to tell us what time and like
Can you
date
tell us where the
that
student
this-
lives?
this classroom is?
I don't know them that well. He shows up to my 1 p.m.
What day? Today?
today, yes.
Today. Where's the class?
2 floors down, big auditorium.
Breakfast specialist, 1 p.m. class.
We got a plan. Ish.
The itinerary.
It works for me.
He's going to college.
I always wanted to
I've
go to
always
college, but nobody said I couldn't.
Who'd have thought that the first thing we do is go to college? We could have done anything.
Docs for a while, and you went to
Oh, the dream. The dream.
Hey, look, you got to sleep in a very nice workshop, a very nice airship
you
workshop.
went to church, and now you're going to college.
Niles, will you come with us? We're not leaving campus.
I'll remain in proximity with the girl.
Okay.
Just no eye contact, just hands on my knees, sitting down, just humming. It is very cold in my immediate proximity.
Yes, I'm freezing. And I'm like, okay. Well, I'm going to get breakfast, so I don't know what y'all are doing.
Is
But
I'm gonna go with Nova.
Or rat kind of food.
I love the
Would you like
question.
breakfast? Yeah. Okay.
To find something, but it's human food. The,
Yeah, okay.
the students here are people or people adjacent things.
People adjacent.
I
I
like
trust
people
food
adjacent
enough.
things. All right. I head
We
towards the
have
cafeteria.
one with us today.
Yes.
Person shaped.
Roll to perceive species.
No, actually, that's a good question that I have because in order to
Lay it on
my
us.
favorite enemy is human, and in order to get that bonus, you sort of like I imagine that you have to like see and watch it like move, like if it moves like a human, or there are a couple of things that like give you the edge because I've trained with you. So when I shot Rat, did it feel like I was shooting a human?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm covered in rags.
It's true.
Close enough.
Exactly. Like,
Human enough.
ish.
But
Well, yeah.
Human-like.
Did that do more damage that I have to heal?
Dogs can walk on their back legs, though. I'm just saying.
it did too
Oh.
much, but that's
But for how long?
These are the questions.
yes.
Okay, so I head to the cafeteria. Is everybody coming with me?
Yeah.
Niles.
That's fine.
Niles is gonna stay. Okay.
Did he food?
Are you asking
Niles eat?
myself or Niles?
Niles.
No response.
I think he subsists on outrage.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, he didn't respond, so it's not like we have any need.
I immediately start walking.
Yeah, you're
back.
like,
Yeah,
gone.
I'm like,
Too many layers to this
Yeah.
inquiry.
He's like, so, do you have a punch card? Or...
roll to convince him that I am a student.
Go for it.
That does not need.
And Wynefrede is just like sitting on your shoulder.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's gonna be a nat 20.
He believes it. He's like, oh, my bad. He like forgets he hasn't swiped you already.
How much per?
Sure.
I just have a giant pile of donuts.
You go through and you just clean the place out.
Okay.
You do take the tray the donuts were on and you carry it off with you.
Excellent.
Can we get something a little bit more savory?
I might have like donuts in my mouth. I post up at one of the tables with my hoard.
I mean, I want a donut, but I also want bacon.
Well,
You
there's
can get-
all sorts on this smorgasbord.
Yes. It's
Bacon, donuts, what else?
bacon, donuts, danishes, eggs, sausage. You can have like a little like breakfast sandwich. There's a huge variety of things. All of them are mediocre.
She's gonna grab a bite of each, which is basically not noticeable.
Yeah. Just like fly down the
You
line.
basically lick everything, leave it on the plate, but you got it. You're doing great.
Nova literally has no insight as to the quality of the food.
Nope, doesn't matter.
Nope.
It's here and now.
Real quantity over quality.
Yes. As
Just
much
like
as will
every
fit in the
buffet.
mouth.
Yeah.
So you venture.
Yeah, grab a sandwich. I mean,
You're fed. Are you fed?
Got some vegetarian options.
There you go.
The donuts return.
A donut.
You have like a vegan breakfast burrito, fake eggs. Reading.
Am I here?
Are you here?
Nova still have a hand on the leaf.
No, you bit me, remember?
Yeah, you've been free.
You said you weren't going to run away, so
Hanging out with Niles.
that's fair.
Niles is powered down. You're just like on his head.
I'm taking a nap.
Okay.
In the freezing cold,
Yeah.
surrounding Niles.
I'm covered in.
I was going to say, Rat probably finds it very refreshing.
I can't tell what
You're
temperature
taking a
it
nap?
is. Yeah.
Are you hiding yourself from other people?
Well, can they see me? I'm covered in like.
That's true.
Well,
they
okay,
can't.
You look like a pile of
I'm
garbage.
Yeah,
right
the
outside
gym
the
feels like a broom and then realizes his mistake.
right outside the doorway. I'm like immediately to the side, just sitting, leaning against. So I mean, like if you were near me, you could be on the other side of the hall, just to my side on the other side of the doorway.
I mean, she said that she was sleeping on your head.
What is this?
No, I think someone else definitely said.
What
Rat can do it.
What does the janitor think of this scene that he has stumbled upon?
Students.
Unfazed. Okay, go on.
Taking a nap out of sight.
Upon finishing my hoard of donuts, because I've eaten the entire plate of them.
Oh yeah, the cook has been looking at you for like 10 minutes, just like over his grill.
How safe was the food though?
You'll probably have some light indigestion, but it wasn't
Listeria
poisoned. It's
outbreak.
exactly it's dorm food. It is what it
It's
is.
a bad look to poison the students.
Yeah.
Never stopped anyone. You know,
True.
there was a rumor of a salmonella outbreak at one of like the salad bars at one of the colleges here.
What is salmonella?
Yeah.
Never mind. Don't tell me.
I'm better off without.
I will continue to eat in peace. Now, Truity, have you had enough to eat?
I'm satisfied.
What about you?
Yeah.
Okay. Vegisaur thing. Does anybody remember the directions? It was like 4 buildings away, something. She said like
Yeah.
left, right. There was like stairs, hallway.
Should we roll to remember?
Save.
History.
Whatever you want.
It's an 11.
I have a 22.
Okay, so you do remember. You were
Excellent.
unsure, and then you just kind of like cleared your mind, got out of donut mode, and then it came back to you.
I hate it when that sugar hits you. Okay, this way. Follow me.
Yeah.
So I
you
take
guys
them there.
Set off. You get there, and I have to find where this is. Yeah. So you get there. It's like I don't know. It took you a while to eat. It's like 8 now. Some students have started to kind of like fill it. They started filling in the cafeteria while you were there. A couple were very distraught with the lack of donuts. I'll be honest. You really just ruined some people's day. But it is what it is. They're teenagers.
Nova's
They'll get over it.
totally okay with
Yeah.
it.
They're young. They have.
It's like the modus operandi of this group. It's ruining people's day.
You're so good at it.
It's a theme.
So you get there and there are like underclassmen just like running around, going to classes. Someone's frisbee on the quad. So you guys get there. The building's like semi-full.
College.
Exactly.
You've seen a movie before.
There's like polo shirts and yeah.
Sooner or later.
Wait, guys, but this isn't college. This is the Oppenheimer Institute of Clownery and Shit. So are there people engaged in clown? Okay.
Down the hall.
Okay.
There's rubber chickens.
There's
Squeaky
no
shoes.
has one.
It's just
But where are the japes? Anyway, let's not get distracted.
So you get there and like the professor is just like you knock on the door and it opens, then it stops because there's so much paper inside of it that this dude is like encased.
Okay.
But you can get in. It's like, hello?
I wedge myself in and be like, yes, hello, sir.
When he flies at the gap.
This is gonna sound strange. Bear with me. So we were dead, and now we're not dead. And it has come to our attention that an Azimir killed us. And we're wondering what you might know on the subject.
So he looks through his stuff because honestly this is like what he focuses on. He has he's like, well, I have a bunch of contacts with them, but I do suspect I know the one you're talking about.
When he lands on his desk.
He like glances at her and just like goes back to his files. He's like, I mean, I can't really disclose a lot, but I'm in contact with quite a few of them, and
If it
he's
helps,
very disappointed, like palpably.
if it helps,
Very
we know that it's a she.
Not you. He knows who she is.
Yeah,
And, and she bludgeoned us to death.
He like.
So I'm hoping to probe his mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say he can't disclose, but he needs to disclose.
He needs to disclose.
Let's see. Going for Arcana. So,
All
19 and 3.
Like we just want answers.
19 and 3.
Okay, yeah. So you read his mind, and he's again very disappointed, but not as surprised as he wishes he was. So to give you all just the general lay of the land, his study was child psychology actually. Dealing with Azimar children as they grew up and kind of seeing the expectations that were put on them and keeping in touch with them as they grew older and how they coped with essentially their holiness. And the one in which he suspects, at least the one that he was in contact with, who he's no longer in contact with, he suspects this is basically like her. Now another name I have to pronounce. Lyfnie, Llyfnie. She hasn't been in contact with her in like 5 years, but this sounds like it would have to be her because she lived here and she is the only one when she is no longer in contact. So he doesn't know you've read his mind. That was a really good roll, so he's just upset.
Did that role give us her location, like her last known like address or something?
It's 5 years ago, but sure. I mean, yeah, sure.
Can I roll charisma to try and convince him to tell us more
Yeah.
about what he knows?
Yeah.
Like sleight
Ten.
of hand to see if she can't like glance at his files
You can go for it.
over her shoulder.
For a 10, he's like, I haven't heard from, if it's the one I suspected is, I haven't heard from her in years. She's opted out from, as long as her her mother stopped making the decisions for her, she opted out. Once she had the choice, she stopped. I haven't been in contact with her in years.
I'm just noticing though, any sort of entity that bludgeons people to death might not be having the best time of their life. What was she like as a child?
She was not having the best time of her life. Yes. So, children of this kind, they're blessed with holiness, and the fact of the matter is that very often they are considered heroes from the get-go, and they are put up against things
Terrible.
that they should not have been. And her mother put a lot of pressure on her, essentially, that she was to be good. And she opted out as soon as she could.
Seemed like she might have opted out of the goodness bit too, considering the whole dead thing. So your contacts, I know you have to reach out to some people. Do you think we'll be able to find her? Do you think we should find her?
If she's within the city, then she's enough to kill you, then you should be able to find her, I think. I mean, it's large, but it's not so large that you could lose someone like that.
If you had to speculate, why do you think she might have killed us?
I do not know. She's seldom acted on her own behalf.
What does that mean?
Whoa!
Whoa! Whoa!
On whose behalf?
I do not know. Again, 5 years.
But
Whitney rolled a 21 on her sleight of hand.
Yeah, so you, files on this, how are you, full on rifling?
Distracted by Nova. She's full on rifling.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So you get,
You're also tiny, so.
I am tiny.
yeah, you are very successful at this. Do you want to take the file as well? Yes. Okay, so for her, you have the file. It says pretty much all of the above. You can see like a little photo of her and all of it. Same. It fits the description. White hair, white eyes. Something that you can kind of notice is that again, 5 years ago, but there was a degree of human. Aside from the glowing eyes, she is not that visibly holy. Beyond that, like later on, you'll have to roll to be able to read like doctor shorthand, like handwriting. So that may bite you. But by and large, it all kind of aligns. Like you can get into like notes going back into like you met her when she was like 7. Like it's about a decade's worth of notes. It's a hefty file. But you are quite small, so we're going to see how you manage to pull that off.
What do I need to roll to get it out of his office without him noticing?
Can I elbow Granger and be like,
Yeah, go for it.
try to signal to Granger to help Winnie?
Yeah.
What do I need to roll?
Let's see. Also sleight of hand.
Also sleight.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe
Or
strength
deception.
to lift it. Oh, he's no strength. Okay, sleight of hand it is.
It's
9.
How good are you at reading news there, bud?
Is this a stealth roll to help?
Sleight
her?
of hand.
Sleight of hand. Sleight of hand will be 16.
Okay. So, not the most subtle, but he didn't notice because he was talking Nova. So, you get it to Granger, and Granger takes care of it.
Close.
All you needed.
I had my hand on my sap.
There you go. So
So now you have the file for this
Lilithan, and you had like a good amount of just like rifling abilities. You can see a couple other names on like the list. You can take a quick glance at the files, but like it seems like everyone's unremarkable beyond that. Like, but you know, like there's nothing as red flaggy about them as there is about our girl. Cool.
So I ask one last question. Sir, thank you for your help. We really appreciate it. And I'm wondering, is there anybody else that we should talk to about what has happened to us that you can think of?
I suspect. I know she hasn't been in contact with any of her peers from the sample group. But I do know that one whom she was closest to. Again, I suspect that they have not talked significantly for quite some time. But if she were to speak to one, it would be this one, and he writes down a name. For sure, I'm gonna be calling her Rai, R-H-A-I, but it's longer. If you don't want me to write down the longer one, I can do R-H-A-I. Okay.
Has this happened before?
It's a relatively new field, or rather study, by and large, because these individuals are on the rarer side. It's seldom that we can get a group together. It through virtue of this being such a large upcoming town, it was only then that we could really start to gather a sample group to do so. This is the first batch. The other individuals in the study have behaved more normally. I am currently meeting with a second sample group I'm trying to study and compare the statistics for, but this is fairly groundbreaking within the space.
But it seems like since this has happened once, most things that have happened once usually implies that it'll happen again. So we should probably find out, because she could kill other people.
Yes, she certainly could. I'm a neutral third party in most of this.
Yeah.
Can we take down his contact?
Yeah,
Sure.
Should.
I have not given him a name. Theology professor. Business card says that.
Sweet. So I looked around the group. Yeah, go ahead, Granger.
Yeah, we should go take a look at this file. See what's
Yeah.
going on.
So let's
If there's
step
anything else.
back out.
So, show Niles as well.
Yeah, we'll have to go back to Niles and tell him what he's found. But in the meantime, shall we look at the file real quick, or should we wait till we get back to Niles?
Analysis.
And Rat. Rat.
I've looked at the file before it gets near Rat. I have a tendency to steal most new things in this vicinity. I'm worried.
You raise an excellent point.
That really fucked me up. That was good.
Sound choice. So you look at it. Yeah, again, you have like a photo of her as like a child. It's got some notes. The original notes. 7-year-old. How much variance is there? But like it's very clear from like the get-go that there's a lot of pressure and a lot of like a sense of responsibility upon her, even as a child. And you know, as you flip through, it's the comparison I have for her mother is pageant mom. So yeah, this is a child who has had crippling lifelong anxiety.
Oh, we've all been there. Same.
That's the end of this ring.
What time is it? Okay.
You had a healthy talk with him. You got that file.
Okay. Because we can't forget that class starts at 1. We got to find out about the leaf, the snap apple.
Say it again.
Snap apple leaf.
Take it one more time.
Snap apple leaf.
It's the good shit.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
That's the fantasy bullshit.
So, is there anything else that we want to do before we head back to Niles and Rat and collect them and intercede on that poor student who's about to have a bad day?
Yeah. No, we now know that our attacker attacked us because they were a pageant child. That's the new information we've gained.
Yes.
Is
I
that-
think there's a whole social
I
zeitgeist.
don't know if I'm alone in this, but I actually don't give a damn about their motivations. I would just like to know a couple of useful things about where they are
Yes. Right.
and how
That's
they're
fair.
doing.
But I can't help but wonder. Okay.
Learning this information feels like sand in my mouth. I feel like I've gained nothing.
You've gained sand.
Yeah. Rat like sand.
That's
Stick
right.
their hand in your mouth for sand.
Roll the steel.
Just trying to steal
Metaphorical
metaphorical sand.
Be like rat when you get sand. It's the greatest day.
So, because I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but there's a lot of shit afoot. We've got this Snapple leaf cult thing in light, right?
Yes.
A supposedly holy being that is going around bludgeoning a really disparate group of people for
Because they had a really bad
reasons.
childhood.
Yes. And then waves that meld people's faces in ways that are aesthetically acceptable, if not somewhat disturbing.
Did she breathe well with her face? Like, it's got to obstruct the airways a little
It's
bit.
yeah, one is like it's again.
Yeah.
It's pretty like half. It's just got one clear airway.
Yeah.
So even if she never recovers, it'll be fine. Her
Yeah.
boyfriend will just have to learn to.
About him, he's awake.
Good.
But we're not, are we back at the building? We're not.
You
back at the
you
building
knocked
yet.
out, but you like hear him like berating the elderly woman until she like puts the fear of God in him.
Mhm.
So that's fun. We got yelled at.
I don't care about
I know you don't care. I'm just letting you know.
Boyfriend needs to go home. He should go home. I don't think they have a
So,
place
but-
for him here.
But I'm just saying, with all of these things happening in odd proximity to each other, it feels really suspicious, and I feel like we have to investigate all these things at the same time, which is inconvenient. But
Yeah.
Unless they all tie into each other.
well, that's what I mean. Is I think they do. They can't all just be coincident. That's a lot. That's a lot of weird ass coincidences.
This student is the missing piece. Because we've got to beat some.
Maybe.
The Snapple leaves.
Yeah, maybe the Snapple leaves are
No,
the
no, Snapple.
snap apples.
Snapple.
Like that.
Snapple.
Oh.
It's got the little apostrophe in it.
Yeah, 2 A apostrophe.
Let's come up with a game
It's really
plan.
quiet.
We have class at 1 p.m. to find the snap apple leaf. We got to find Rye's
Truity can say
location,
it.
Yeah.
because Rye may know where Linephane's whereabouts are. I hope to find out what's going to go on with the girl with the face to help Niles. Where's Granger's dad?
Oh, that's right. We forgot about Granger.
I didn't forget. I just think daddy issues might have to take a back seat to this very pressing issue.
That's what did, but in the order of operations, we do need to finish this quest.
We have to find pageantry angel apparently, and make sure she doesn't kill anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Pageantry Angel has had much more immediate impact on my life than my dad. So,
Hear that, all you dads out there?
That's the quote for today.
This is the 79th dad.
I haven't seen my dad in 10 years. The angel killed me. I mean,
And with your moral fortitude, which I don't fully relate to, but I feel like that is a compelling reason as to prevent other things from happening to other people. So, how are we going to convince Niles to leave the girl? Because I don't know about you all, having like a really intimidating blue breathing thingy, and actually Rat too. Because Rat's really good at stealing things, which is highly inconvenient, but could be important.
if we could ever harness it for our purposes,
Yes.
if it could ever be.
I'm just
I
saying.
have an idea, Nova. Can you create something for Niles therefore he can still monitor the girl while being away from her?
Invention time.
Why, yes, I can. My moment has come. I whip open the bag and crawl inside it and disappear for a moment. There's loud banging, rustling, swearing. There's glass that breaks. Shit. I needed that. And when I emerge, say I have it.
I trust you.
We have to go back to Niles, though. And Rat. If I can convince Niles What are we gonna do about Rat?
Ask Rat to come with us.
You're gonna have to give Rat something, obviously. Rat's not just gonna come with us.
I don't have much to give.
Might I remind you that Granger had to shoot a literal arrow through Rat's foot to keep it from leaving and locking us in her greenhouse?
Okay, but and I know
God, is that you?
Again.
this has not been mentioned very often. Wynefrede is surrounded constantly by glitter. So, she's gonna be like, "Yep, I didn't notice, I didn't tell y'all this, but and she's gonna like shake her hand out, and just like a little like pile of glitter is gonna fall on the floor. I can keep doing that to have Rat follow us. I can keep giving Rat glitter.
Nova is also very interested in this pile of glitter.
Hey, you can have that pile of glitter. I'll give her another pile of glitter.
It is kind of
Wait, there's no top end to this. There's not a limit. You can just
No.
constantly distribute these particles.
This is
from
the
your
best thing
body.
I've ever heard.
That's a part of her.
Gradable though, I think there's controversy about it. You're the world's #1 pollutant.
So
I can choose when it pollutes.
Oh no.
I can choose when it becomes solid.
let us go back to Niles and Rat.
Cool.
Yes,
Yeah, let's
Yeah, you're successful in re-navigating your way back.
right.
Yep.
So I walk up to Niles.
I'm humming like a refrigerator.
It's very soothing. That's
It's
why
very
you're in
cold.
the best sleep of your life.
It's very cold.
Rat Reeds is very well insulated.
Niles. I think I have a solution to our predicament.
No predicament. I'll just stay here for 5 days.
But what if there was a way that you could monitor the girl, even if you weren't right outside the door?
Impossible.
Ah, so you say. I whip open my satchel and I pull out an orb. The orb has multi-facets on either side, on the top. I present it to Niles. Yes, you may notice that there is a resemblance. I present it to Niles and I say, Niles, this is a viewing orb upon which you can, if we want to, connect the girl to it and connect you to it so that you have a direct line of vision to her well-being at all times. So if anything changes, you can check on her and know instantly.
Yeah, I take it and look it over in my hands. Is it just plain glass to
Right now it is because it's not connected to anybody. It's going to require something, an action to do that.
Okay. I hand it back. Yeah, let's test it. Show me.
Do you bleed?
I bet he did.
Whitney's gonna pull out her dagger like a toothpick. Is like,
In confidence, no.
I will need something of your body.
That might be a problem.
Can ice work?
Well, that's what I'm wondering
Mhm.
is, do you produce ice of some variety?
Yeah.
A scale?
In a sense. Yeah.
Low in the orb.
I'm pretty.
Kind of fluid.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
a really,
That's really a.
that's a
tough.
really good idea, actually. I think I can have you breathe on the orb because your essence
Mhm.
comes out of your like face thingy.
Mhm.
And that's really what we're talking about is some aspect of your essence.
Now, mechanically, that wouldn't necessarily be.
Is it I've never tried it before with your kind,
Yeah.
but we could try it.
Is this an invention of yours? This
Let's just say it's an aspect of my childhood.
I do so many things that
Would-
we say to each other start with that.
It's just
I just say, okay, I turn around for a moment and face the wall. My hands go up to my chest and very closely guarding. This might work. What do I do?
so I take the orb back. It's really, I don't know what the shape is, but and I open a compartment in the bottom of it. You put it in here.
Yeah. I place. I would say a piece of my arcane focus.
Yeah.
Inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I close it back up.
Mm-hmm.
We will need something from the girl.
Just like a piece of her.
Does it hurt when you guys?
Some hair, half the hair she used to.
It doesn't hurt, but that part is dead. Hair. We need some sort of essence. Yeah. So Niles, are you gonna be okay if we prick her finger and she bleeds?
For the greater good.
It doesn't hurt. I can promise you that.
Because in our kind, it doesn't hurt, but I don't want you to be upset.
This better work. This better work.
Okay. No pressure.
Could someone roll persuasion to ease him?
Just a calming aura.
No, he's gonna go.
He is dagger.
No,
And
I'm on edge.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, if this fucks up, I'm gonna be pretty.
Can I use medicine to make it go well?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't love that.
Got 8.
I got an 8 medicine.
Are you administering the?
Yeah, I just want to like prick her finger.
That was gonna be.
Why don't
What is a below average
That
pricking?
might have been the better.
you miss?
Second, wait a second.
You hit an arm.
But
The boyfriend is just
On
gonna
an
be here
8?
the entire time. Why don't you just do it to him?
And kill her? I don't care about him.
I was gonna say
I couldn't give two shits about him.
I'm relying on this dude.
That's right, men are trash.
Yeah.
I just,
Exactly.
sorry, I just like know how to live in the wood. I just like felt like
It's
this is
fine.
first
It's
aid.
fine.
It's
It's
like a
okay.
thing
We can't be good at everything, Granger.
Just like live, just like I'm.
So I pull out a little dagger. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, so were you administering or were you assisting?
I was.
You were gonna prick
let's
her
say
finger.
well, if we're using her dagger, let's say I assist her.
You assist.
She.
But
Okay.
okay, you roll to administer.
To prick her
Okay, what
finger.
do I need to roll?
Medicine, we'll say.
Medicine.
With advantage from help.
No, it was an 8, so that was not help.
That wasn't better than my last roll.
Oh no, what was it?
Rage.
So now 2.
I whip out a dagger. and like, all right, look.
A really bad job of pricking her finger. Like the needle goes in shockingly deep for a finger, but it is her finger, so she's not going to die.
Okay.
And she still
Does she react like?
Yeah, she's passed out. The boyfriend
Could
goes-
I tell that something? Yeah. If does the boyfriend? Do I have any metric of what
do I
has
need to
happened?
Roll like deception.
You don't really know what's going on with her, but you
Yeah.
can see their faces. And
Yeah.
you can sense that they
It's
fucked
not.
up.
I got. It's the speed at which I pull off something and quickly apply pressure to the finger. But I do that. I do that.
do. You sure do.
Should it be insight versus their deception, or do
No.
I just fly into a rage?
Yeah, I was
Like,
gonna
what's
say,
the-
is she bleeding though? Like, because that's what's the most
She
important
bleed-
part of this equation is that blood has been produced.
The blood has been produced. She's bleeding a little more than you'd like. But
Okay.
again, it's a finger. She's not gonna bleed out.
I open the.
It's just like a healthy stream.
Can I get the blood first?
Yes, after you get the blood, Wynefrede is going to heal this child, so Niles doesn't kill me.
Granger.
Yeah,
Move.
I released the pressure a little bit.
I slide in closer, just cover menacing.
And I try and like position my body between Niles and the scene before us.
I don't fully understand what's happening, but I don't like that you're all uncomfortable.
Get the blood.
Yes. Okay, so I collect the blood.
She gets 4 points of healing.
All right, it's done. She's sealed. She's all good.
We're good. We're good now. She's fine.
Okay. Now just give me a second. I start messing with some dials that are inside the compartment. And I close it up and then I shake it really hard. There's some rattling, things that don't sound entirely promising
A
inside.
spring boings.
Yeah. There's a squeak. Look, it's been a long time since I've used this, okay? It's really old. It's gonna be fun. Wait.
I take it.
And when you take it, it immediately turns into an apparition.
Yeah.
Upon which not only can you see the girl in vivid detail,
Okay.
you can sense her.
Like biologically.
yeah.
Okay.
This is a new
That
thing.
is a lot of new sensory information.
Yes.
I'm just like,
Yes. So now
there's a wisdom save to be failed. I think just innately I fail. I'm just like,
cool, right? Also, Nova looks extremely relieved that it worked.
this is me now.
It was
Kids these days always on to their damn orb.
pondering their orb.
Yes.
That's a good place to end today's session.
Yep.
Really.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Before we wrap up, what time is it?
It's 5:40.
No, in the game.
Oh, in the game. In the game.
Very concerned about that.
You guys really said fuck that PI, huh?
What PI?
Oh yeah, he's at your workshop. He was there since like 10 p.m. last night. Oh,
Oh, we were supposed to meet.
you sure were?
You know what?
Damn. Well, he's kind of useless though. To be
That conversation was going to be.
Wait.
Sleep on your porch.
Okay.
Oh, curled up.
So, but we still have that
What a sad
1 p.m.
man.
class to get to, so that will have to wait until next time. But first, I would like Rat. Rat, we have something for you.
What is it?
Words.
Where I come from,
And just like that, all of our differences were settled.
Until
This is
next
the best day of
time.
my life.
Yep.
Yep, we're back on Monday. Yep.
on that stuff.
Yes, we will be back Monday, normal time, 4:30 ish.
Mhm.
So see y'all then. Thank you for tuning in.